My name is Nia Foné. I am a 15 and I'm a sociology major and I'm a member of the Afro-American Society.
I'm Tanya Butler. I'm the class of 2015. I'm an Asian and Middle Eastern Studies major and an Education and Gov minor.
Hi, I'm Lola. I'm a 15. I'm a modified math major, modified with engineering and econ.
My name is Zach Fowler. I am a 2015. My major is sociology and I'm affiliated with the Alpha Delta fraternity, the Dartmouth Rugby Football Club, the Dartmouth Law Journal, and Democracy Matters.
My name is Tremont McZill. I'm a 16. I'm a AAAS major, and I'm a part of Team Shaded.
My name is Rachel Ree. I'm in English and Computer Science double major. I'm a 16 and I am a TriDo.
Hi, my name is Ariana Lee. I'm a 16. I'm a neuroscience major, and I'm a part of Team Shaded.
My name is Gabriela. I'm a 17. I'm social chair for the Alianza Latina, and I am a potential geography major.
My name is Benny Niles. I'm a 15. I am the president of the Afro-American Society, and I'm a member of Alpha Phi Alpha.
Hi, my name is Milan Chutani. I'm an 18 here at Dartmouth, and I am undecided on my major. I'm also a member of Milan, the Indian Society on campus.
My name is Han. I'm a 15. I'm a Gov major and a Studio Art minor.
Hector Del Real, and I am an economics major modified with sociology. I'm a 15, and I am a president of La Unidad Latina Lambda Upsilon Fraternity Incorporated.
So what my experience so far at Dartmouth is that we don't actually have as diverse of staff as we could use, especially in the Ames department. So my interest lies in the Middle East, and you can count how many Middle Eastern related profs we have on both of your hands, which is kind of sad considering it's a really emerging market. It's an emerging area in terms of politics and history and all of those other things. For example, I am pursuing a thesis and we had to kind of get desperate on who to be my advisor because we don't have any profs.
I believe that our general faculty is relatively diverse in thought. I think it does a good job in representing very different schools of thought in the economic, political, and social realms. However, I would argue that it does fail in representing the student populations, the identities that exist out there, such as Black, Latino, and Native, among others. And specifically, my economics department, I don't believe it's very diverse. I've never had a faculty that I could relate to.
I think generally I would say it definitely ranges in terms of what departments are diverse on this campus. I've noticed that a lot of the humanities courses, in a lot of the humanities departments, you will have a lot of diversity in terms of gender. So, and specifically, I'm a sociology major, so in the sociology department we have a good chunk of our female professors. Racially, there's only one African American professor in the department. But I would definitely say overall, it's something that we definitely have to deal with.
I definitely feel as though me being able to connect with other professors of color have been invaluable and instrumental to my growth as an intellectual and my growth as just a person in general on campus. I know that some of my most valuable experiences with professors have been professors that look like me, professors that talk like me, professors that act like me. And so I think for communities on campus who don't have that, and they're in these departments that might not be diverse, they might never see another person that looks like them, or they might never have another person that is of their sexual orientation. I think it's a detriment.
It gets tough, and seeing everyone around you feeling very comfortable because they have that professor at the front of the classroom that they can connect to because they look just like them and they know that they can succeed because that professor has done it. Me, I don't see that. It's not represented here, and if it was, I can almost guarantee you that there would be more people of color in pre-medical, going into pre-med, as well as the STEM majors.
Not having a diverse faculty on campus has led me to drop some majors or switch out of departments I wasn't comfortable enough approaching a white professor and asking him questions about a certain topic. It's very discomforting, uncomfortable, and I don't feel I'm on the same level as other students who can easily approach a white professor, especially because I'm from New York, I have an accent, I'm Latina, and it's like the differences are very visible.
So the faculty that I have had in my classes haven't been very diverse. I think one major way that it's affected me is that I've never really considered, especially in the academic disciplines that I'm studying, I've never even considered going into academia as an option because I don't see representation of people like me in mathematics on the academic side.
In general, I think I've been very happy at Dartmouth with the professors I've come in contact with, and just the level of dedication and the professionalism and their wealth of knowledge has been incredible, no matter what their background has been. And I don't exactly know how to speak to this question because I haven't come into contact with very many Asian American professors, particularly Asian American women. And the few I have come into contact with have been phenomenal, but I haven't had that much experience with them, and maybe that is the point of the question, the fact that I haven't, so I can't really speak to that contrast.
In my department there definitely was, where there is no longer because of the mass exodus of faculty of color within the last 2 years. And so I remember feeling more at home when I had people that I could connect with on that type of level, both thought-wise but also cultural-wise, like my cultural background. And so now that there is a lack of that in my department, and a lack of that also in the general faculty, I remember feeling as though I no longer had an intellectual home on campus.
Colbert, she was an English professor. I took Black Theater USA with her. It was a great class. I really enjoyed it and learned a lot. Unfortunately, she left, so I've only had to contact her through email and text message. But the other professor who left is leaving a profound impact on me is Professor Faber. He's currently my advisor for my thesis project, and he's an English professor as well. I go to him for grad school advice, career advice, and just personal advice, and they've both been helpful for me as far as navigating.
What I have found is that there are some gems, and one in particular is from my freshman year. She's Palestinian Canadian, and I had her multiple times and was the first prof that really took an interest in me as an individual. I definitely come from a different background, very small farm town, paying for school myself, first-gen college student, and she gave me the time of day, which isn't always the case sometimes with other profs, because if you don't speak the lingo or if you don't have certain backgrounds, I think that Dartmouth could really benefit from having a more diverse staff to meet the students where they're at, kind of, take interest in them and their individual needs and wants. And it's something that I don't think everyone notices if they're not looking for it. But as someone who is looking for it, I would hope that someday we could fill in that gap.
There's something about coming across a professor or even a fellow student who's from your same region. That I think that goes for anywhere within the United States, different countries. I think a lot of students will really benefit from having professors who can connect with them on a level regionally. I think there are a lot of regional characteristics that come with coming from a city or coming from a different area of another country. So I think that's something that we could definitely improve in as well.
Coming here, I feel like I'm surrounded by a student body that's from all over the world and from all over the country, from different socioeconomic classes from me, and that's a really cool experience. And I think that Dartmouth could be more diverse, and I think diversity fosters the opening of your mind.
We pride ourselves on diversity, but in actuality, look at the students that make up this campus. We're predominantly white, predominantly from private schools. We're kind of feeding the elitist culture in a sense, and I believe that a lot of the hiring of faculty reinforces the status quo in that sense. You have these white kids from private schools coming in. So, it's almost like an effort by the school. And, this is just an assumption, but, to bring in these white privileged professors who have studied at Yale and Harvard and have PhDs from these kinds of institutions to come in and, teach these kids who are, privileged and who are being funneled into this as well.
And it's a different issue because faculty have to stay longer, it's more of a commitment, they have to move, they have family, it's not just 4 years. But my question is, even if we don't have great diversity right now, do we have programs or policies that improve that situation? Are we thinking about offering special support groups or programs, or creating a community among like minority faculty or female faculty that can kind of buffer the lack of diversity?
There's been more structural support in the Asian American community, particularly in the form of a Korean Studies department or a Korean language department that gives easier access to faculty mentorship. Student life and student organizations for Asian groups here on campus are wonderful. They are extremely active. We have a lot of dialogue on these issues. They're very involved in and invested in each other in our experiences here. But I think there's a very different sort of energy and conversation that emerges when you're discussing these things in a student setting, in a student organization setting, and when you take it to an academic setting and you attack it and you drive at it in that kind of environment and in that kind of context. I think that can be incredibly instructive and helpful to us as students. So, in general, I feel like it's important that minorities on campus feel represented and supported, not only in student life and in student groups, but also by Dartmouth's faculty and by the core of Dartmouth. I think it makes you feel so safe and supported, and it gives you such a good foundation when you feel like you have agency in Dartmouth's essential infrastructure.